First sack of the contest.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Back to throw, Purdy. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Get set, get set. Stop.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
What an idiot. Like, yeah, right, he fucking wouldn't block that.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make...
Fuck this guy. 1-0.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, as I say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Watch out. Stop.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 43 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be...
Touchdown 49ers! Kendrick Bourne from 13 yards out. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Bears nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
What is up?
To throw, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. Well, he rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Purdy bootlegging it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Get set. Get set. Run around, set.
Shotgun now with Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
McCaffrey is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Purdy. Touchdown! Juwan Jennings from 4 yards out. And the 49ers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Bears nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And the Bears, first down.
From the gun, here's Williams. And again, back to Komet. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10.
Looking to throw is Williams. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 55 yards. And the Bears are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Purdy now to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Get set, get set. Up.
Purdy looking to throw. And it's caught. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Up.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Purdy on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, got him halfway there. You don't see the sneak all that often from the 2-yard line because you definitely don't want to see your quarterback get clobbered. But you wonder if we might see the same play again.
21.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Purdy on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Brock Purdy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Bears 7. Piñeiro set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Piñeiro set to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and when they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Over the middle, complete. It's nailed. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First down. First and 10 at the 36.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Oh, and it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out.
But he couldn't fucking handle it. Couldn't fucking handle the heat.